There was an uproar in the parliament over the inhumane process of deportation of 104 Indians from the United States of America. External Affairs Minister S. Shankar met Prime Minister Modi and discussed the issue and said that in Rajya Sabha, the deportation of Indians who entered US illegally is not a change from the past. He also shared the list of deportations since 2009. The Union Minister further called upon crackdown on the illegal migration, saying it is the obligation of all countries to take back their nationals if they are found to be living illegally abroad.
I repeat, the process of deportation is not a new one and has been ongoing for several years. The standard operating procedure for deportation by aircraft used by ICE that is effective from 2012. Sir, I repeat to you, these were procedures that came in 2012. They provide for the use of restraint. Sir, I have an American document of 2012 which lays out the restraint procedure. I authenticate it and I will lay it on the table of the House. They have been given instruction to sit with every one of the returnees, find out how did they go to America, who was the agent, how did this illegal industry happen, how can we take precautions so that this does not continue. We have been very, I would say, such sympathetic and solicitous to the predicament of people going. So I do not want the House or the public to have a wrong understanding of how they were received. They have come through a very difficult experience. They were misled by agents. I will come to the action issue after this, sir.
Meanwhile, the opposition, in fact, has hit out at the Modi government on this. In fact, the opposition said that there has been inhumane treatment which have been meted out to these people, those who have been deported, and especially talking about the 104 who came in the military aircraft of the United States with their hands, cuffed and their ankles shackled. Now, there have been some horror stories which have also come out of people saying for 40 hours they were not allowed to use the washroom. And with this video, which has been released by the US Border Agency, in fact, has created a massive uproar in India.
सरकार जानती है कि 5 फरवरी को 104 भारतीयों को हाथ में हथकड़ी और पांव में जंजीरें लगाकर, जहां 19 महिलाएं भी शामिल थी, 40 घंटे की यात्रा जिसमें एक टॉयलेट, इस अमानवीय तरीके से उनको जबरन भारत भेजा गया और सरकार चुप्पी साधे रही। जब कोलंबिया जैसा छोटा सा मुल्क और उनकी राष्ट्रपति लाल आंख दिखाकर अमेरिका को अब उनके नागरिकों को बेइज्जत और अपमानित करने के बारे में उनको सही मार्ग दिखा सकता है, तो आप क्यों नहीं?
So I very carefully listened to the Honorable Minister's statement. What baffles me is that the Minister seemed more focused on defending the US deportation policies than the interest of our own citizens. So one thing that stood out in the Honorable Minister's statement is that from the year 2016, the number of deportations of Indians have doubled. 2016, we know which government was in power. That government continues to still be in power. According to a survey by Pew Research Center, sir, 2011, there were 4,25,000 undocumented Indian migrants in the US. In 2021, that number's gone up by 70%. When countries like Colombia, which don't even figure in the top 10, can send an aircraft and bring their citizens back with dignity, what stops our government from sending one aircraft? We don't have a shortage of it.
Mohammad Ghazali, my colleague, now joins us with more details on this. Mohammad Ghazali, one question that the opposition is raising is whether, deportations may have taken place earlier as well, whether this is the standard operating procedure where people are handcuffed, shackled when they are sent back to their countries. Has there been any clarity as far as the government is concerned on that?
Yes, Dr. Jaishankar said that he used the word restrained, that all those who have been deported even in the past, and he reiterated it in the parliament, that this is not the first time. This has happened earlier as well, that whenever the US authorities have deported illegal immigrants, they have been restrained, they have been put under chains, and they have also used military aircraft. This was also conveyed by Dr. Jaishankar in the parliament. This is not happening for the first time that US has used a military aircraft to send the illegal immigrants.
All right, thank you. Mohammad Ghazali, before I let you go, just one more question. Are there more batches of Indians, those who are expected to be, in fact, deported in US flights back to India?
See, even before this flight landed, we managed to speak to a couple of Indian nationals from Haryana who were deported from United States, and they said that they were sent only after Mr. Trump came into the office of president there. So this is not the first flight, as per those who have landed here after Mr. Trump took the oath as the president there, and this is not going to be the last as well, because as per the data which was shared by Dr. Jaishankar when he was in the United States to attend the inaugural ceremony of Mr. Trump, he had said that 18,000 Indians have been identified as illegal immigrants. Now, out of those 18,000 Indian illegal immigrants will also be sent back, because Mr. Trump seems to be very firm on the issue of illegal immigrants issue, no matter what kind of relation India and US will have or how it progresses from here on, as the Prime Minister is also scheduled to visit United States very soon. But when it comes to illegal immigrants, it is expected that even those who have been identified may be sent in the next batch. And looking at the reaction of Indian authorities, because MEA has not criticized, or the External Affairs Minister has not criticized the way these Indian nationals were deported from US in a military aircraft, with them being chained, the entire video coming out that how they were paraded on the near the airport while boarding the plane. So it doesn't look so that even when the next batch comes in, they will be given any fair treatment as of now. But we'll see if the Prime Minister is visiting later this week, and then he will also be discussing this issue of illegal immigrants with the US President.